Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm very excited to be showing you guys my collection of oracle decks, which I have behind me, and a couple tarot decks as well. Today I am in my pajamas and drinking some coffee because today for one is my birthday and it is the day that the tropical storm has hit California. And over here in the desert we're just getting a lot of rain and I absolutely adore rain. So I am one of those people who is very happy that it is raining on her birthday. So that is what I am doing right now, and so I really just didn't feel like changing out of my pajamas just because I was already cozy, and with the rain and everything it felt quite right. So anyways, you can see that I have quite a few oracle decks behind me. I love collecting them, and I don't usually put a whole lot of the mystical kind of stuff in my videos just because like it's kind of personal, but at the same time I want to kind of get more into it and maybe do a few videos of readings and that kind of stuff. So let me know down below if you think that would be something you would be interested in. I watch a lot of people who do oracle readings for like the collective, and I think that they're pretty fun, but I do need some practice a little bit more before I really try my hand at those kind of things. But either way, I practice quite a lot. I post at least one reading every morning if I can to my Instagram stories. So if you do follow me on Instagram, you possibly would have seen those by now. So this is just one of those videos that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm finally getting to do it. And I'm just sitting down in the most perfect setting with the most perfect rain. So I hope that you can kind of hear the rain a little bit in the background. It's slowed down slightly, but we're supposed to be getting a lot more in just an hour or so. So hopefully you guys can hear it in the background and it creates like a really cool kind of ambiance. So anyways, I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee and I'm going to show you an overview of everything, and then we'll just go one by one and I'll show you guys what they look like. Hopefully pronounce the author's names right and then show you what the cards look like. So just starting with the overview, this is my whole little area where I have all of my like mystical things. So I have crystals and pendulums and all of the oracle and tarot decks, as well as some different books at the bottom. Don't mind the chewed up ones. Bella had a field day when she first got here. So I have a lot of like fiction and nonfiction and things like astrology and spirit animals and all of these different things. So if you guys want me to show you, and then this mess over here, if you guys want me to show you some of the resources that I use for as far as like, you know, crystals and that sort of thing, I can definitely do a video about that as well. But for now we're just gonna go up to here. So I have everything set up pretty well. Everything is very tight in here currently because I have so many, and then I also have some behind that these oracle decks up here are sitting on, and we're gonna open this one for the first time. I haven't opened it since I got it, like I feel like a year ago, or maybe 6 months ago. I don't think it's been quite a year. But I also just have a lot of different crystals here, my little amethyst dragon back there and little jade wolf, and I also have different rocks and cool things from work up at Apex, the wolf sanctuary that I work at, and I collect quite a few things. Whenever I'm on a hike and I see them, I like to collect them, and my feather collection as well. Most of these feathers have also come from work, and also my dove that I have. She drops feathers when she's molting, so I've collected a few of hers. So that is just an overview of everything. So this might be a little bit of a long video, so go ahead and get a warm drink for yourself and let's just get into it. Okay, I'll just start with the ones that are on top here. This one is the Wild Mystic Oracle card set. This is illustrated and written by Anastasia Catris, I believe, and this one is a very pretty box, and I do keep all of the boxes that they come in. Most of these that I've gotten, like at least like half of them I've gotten off of Amazon, and the others I've gotten at actual like stores that sell them. I keep forgetting what name. It's not mystical. What is it? Okay, esoteric. That's what I'm thinking of. I think that's the right word. Esoteric is what this kind of thing is for. So anyways, inside the box comes the guidebook, and it has very pretty golden foil pages on it, and it just goes through each of the cards and gives a description. That's kind of usually standard in most of these. And this is the box here, and opening it, these cards also have kind of a copper bronze edges to them, and this is the back here. And then let me see, the card that's on the bottom here is Trust, which has a horse on it, so it's very pretty illustrations on the cards there. Even you want to see like a scorpion. I think by the end of this video I'll pick one of these decks and we'll pull a card from it. So, and I'll read the description on it. If I did that with every deck on here, this video would probably be like, I don't even know, like an hour long if I did that with everything. So let me put this one back. So that is the first one there. Okay, going on this side, this one I actually got from my brother for last Christmas. It was on my like Amazon wish list, and it is the Mindful Collections Affirmations Soul Affirmation Cards to guide you through the ebbs and flows of life. This is what the front looks like. And this one, let me see if I can find, the artwork is by Chantel Malone. So there's that one, and it has a cool magnetic little thing there to open it. The back of the cards have a few different illustrations. There's this one here, which it is a woman looking up to the moon, the crescent moon, with flowers in her hair. And then the other illustration on here, which I really like being a Leo, has a lion here. So that one is really pretty. And then there's also, I mean, there's quite a few different illustrations, so I'm not going to show them all, but here is like the moon phases with two hands around a lotus. And the insides of the cards have like different affirmations. Like this one says masculine, and it has kind of like, they're almost like poems on the back, but it is like a whole affirmation. And I really like these when you're just kind of needing a little bit of inspiration. Even these, like this one says move on it, and it gives you a whole thing on there. So that one is super pretty, and I was really happy to get that one from my brother. Oh, and I want to show the edge of the cards here. They're kind of like, it's funny because they look very different on camera. They look super yellow on camera, but they're more of like a burnt orange kind of sparkly color, but they're super pretty, so I really like those. Okay, this one I really like. I use these a lot in my daily pulls on Instagram. This is the Voice of the Soul's Oracle by Isabel Kerf, or Surf. Illustrations by Daphne Sabine. This one is an absolutely beautiful oracle deck, so let me open this one. This is the book here, just kind of like the front of the deck there. And then each card has these hands on the back and the moon phases, and then the illustrations are really pretty, honestly. There's ones like that. This one says reunion on it and has two pumas on there, and I just think that these are really pretty, and the descriptions of everything are very like detailed and very specific. And these I also like because these are kind of unique to this deck, that it has these black cards on it, and basically these are, they don't have a description on them. These you're supposed to kind of look at it, and whatever message comes to your mind, like a spiritual message. There's also ones like message of freedom, like that one on there. Whatever message comes to your mind is what you're supposed to take, rather than what's in the actual book itself. So those I use quite a lot just because they resonate with me a lot, and I have a few friends who absolutely love to use those as well. Okay, next I got this one in Solving about a year ago. This one says the universe has your back. This one is a bit interesting. I don't use this one as often because the cards are kind of like vague on some of them anyways, are kind of vague, and it's hard for me to really like get the message and like really get a whole detailed message from it, because I do like using the guidebooks a lot. But I mean, obviously, like this one I just opened to says the universe has my back. That's the whole thing of the book. There's another one. True healing occurs when I give myself permission. Oops. When I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. When I lean towards love, I am led. So they give you enough, obviously, to get something from them, like a message from them. But I do like the ones that have kind of a detailed description. But I didn't even really show you the back of them here. The back is really pretty. It's like forest branches around the moon, and that one's super pretty. But I do like the illustrations. They're all kind of watercolor, like how you can see here, they're all watercolor type of drawings on them, so they're really pretty. I just don't use them as much. I should probably practice with these more, and it'll help strengthen my intuition, and I'm sure that that would help a lot. But this one, The Universe Has Your Back, is by Gabrielle Bernstein, and the artwork is by Michaela Ezra. And this does also have an actual book as well, like a novel, and it just talks about how the universe has your back and everything is working in your favor whether you realize it or not. This one is The Starseed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, artwork by Danielle Noel. This one's really pretty as well. I love the box. The box is very unique. It's like a triangle and it just pops off like that and shows the cards behind it. So this is the little book, the guidebook that comes with it, and then the back of the cards here have like triangles on them, and it's very, very spacey, obviously with like starseed theme, you know, it has to do with space and that sort of thing. So this one on the back says the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. The artwork is also really pretty on this one. It's very, very like, what I want to say, I mean, spacey isn't really a word, but just very like galaxy kind of looking, and it's just really pretty. They even have like this one like void, and it just shows almost like a black hole type of thing. Those are really pretty. I haven't used these in a while either. That is the one problem, that obviously when you start to collect things that you use, you tend to use others more than, you know, as you go along you collect more that you use more often than others, and some kind of get neglected. Okay, going into this one is a tarot deck rather than an oracle deck. It's a huge box and extremely pretty. This one I got at Barnes & Noble. This is the Heavenly Bodies Astrology, and this is like an astrology tarot. Let me open it. And even the back of the box is super pretty. Like, this whole box is beautiful. And it also has the magnet on the side to open it. I mean, this box, like, you just appreciate this box for a minute. Okay, so this is the book. It's a hardcover for this one. And the back of it there, it even has like a little bookmark attached to it. Okay, and then this is the box with the cards I held, and it even has like a little thing on the back, like a little poem on the back. So this is the back of the cards, just has kind of like a little, you can even see it. The lighting is kind of bright here. Okay, there's like a little half sun, like a half sunshine coming up, or sunrise, I mean, and some feathers and that sort of thing. And the back here, one of the cards, like the sun, has it on there. Very pretty as well. You can tell that, I mean, I think most oracle decks are pretty, but I do tend to be drawn to the like really aesthetic looking ones. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm not sure if it's really like a tarot deck. I think it actually might be considered an oracle deck. Let me see here. Yeah, so this one isn't really a tarot deck. But it is like an oracle deck, and it just has two. It just kind of correlates with the astrology signs and the different houses in astrology, and I should really use this one more. I got this one because it was really pretty, and then I used it maybe once, which is really bad of me. And so it's been neglected, but I can definitely tune to it more. Is also by Rebecca Campbell, which is the one who did the Starseed Oracle. This is Work Your Light Oracle cards. I feel like I got this one at just a little independent store, and they had it on the shelf there. And this is the guidebook. Most of the guidebooks look like the cover of the box. And then it has a very similar type of theme to the Starseed deck. This one, on the illustrations, they're kind of watercolor as well, and just really pretty, like pinks and purples and blues kind of colors. Like, all of these are really pretty. This one I haven't used in a while as well. This is the Wild Unknown Archetype by Kim Krams. I have a couple other ones from her as well. Actually, I missed one back there, but I'll get to that one next. This one is like a square box, opens up. This one says, accept all, reject none, and very pretty archetype kind of deck. This is the guidebook, nice and big, and the descriptions are pretty cool along with the illustrations there. Now these cards are super cool because, as you can see, let me bring it up fully here, they are circle. So, and they're very big circles. They're a little bit hard to like shuffle and use, but I think that they're really pretty. And the back is supposed to look like a diamond. And then I'll just show you the bottom here. This one says like the father. And you can see how pretty the illustrations are on that one. The heart. All of these are super pretty, but they are kind of hard to like shuffle through and hold on to. But still, they are very pretty. I like them a lot. Surprisingly, I got this one as Barnes & Noble as well. Barnes & Noble has a surprisingly good selection of Oracle decks. I found quite a few there, which I really like. They have them behind the counter, so you have to kind of awkwardly ask them, like, oh, can I see that one? Oh, no, never mind, can I see that one? So they don't leave them out for you to just kind of explore, but I can understand. Before I open this one is the Mind Info Oracle cards. Does not have the author on it, but this one I just recently got on Amazon as well. Amazon obviously gives me all these recommendations now, so I'm tempted to buy all of these different things. So this is the back of the cards, very pretty, and I like the descriptions of them as well. It doesn't come with a guidebook, it just has the whole thing on it, so you can see like they're very pretty, very kind of simple kind of design, but they are still very pretty, and they're very strong, very potent, if you want to say. So there's that one, and it comes with a few like examples of different spreads that you can do, so it gives you a few of those things on there. I go to the tarot deck that I have back here. I'm looking at these now. I think I only have actually 2 like tarot decks. I prefer to go to oracle decks just because those have more interpretations, and the tarot decks are very set in their cards and their descriptions and such, so I don't tend to do tarot too much, but I do have a couple. This one is also by Kim Krams, and this is the Wild Unknown Tarot deck and guidebook. I got this one from Target, I believe, and I got this one because of a YouTuber that I watch, and she does tarot and oracle and that kind of stuff, and I really liked how they look. So it was unfortunate because obviously when you get them they're all wrapped up, so you can't look at them, and the guidebook was a little bit bent, but that's okay. So this is the guidebook that it comes with, and it has different things on the back, and then bringing out the deck itself, same design on the front. And I really like Kim Krams' illustrations on all of her decks that she has. So this is the back, very simple design, and then I'll just pick the first card here. So I am not very well versed in tarot. I know tarot has a lot to it, and so I wouldn't even be able to tell you what this one is. Like possibly like I really don't know. I really don't know which one this one would be. I would have to go into the guidebook and like look through it and see what it pertains to, but the illustrations are still very pretty. Like obviously this one would be like 7 of Cups, I guess. And the illustrations are just, they are spot on. So there's all of these. They're kind of actually upside down. Looks like that. I know in tarot you can take upside down cards as well. And then this is the back of that one. So I really like them. They're kind of like sketchy looking, like a sketch I should say. So there's that one, and I might as well go on to the final Kim Kranz like oracle deck that I have. This one coming up is the first deck I ever got. This one is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck and guidebook. I know this one is pretty popular, and it is really pretty. It has like very shimmery. It's almost it's supposed to be like a dragon scales, so that's kind of the texture that it has on it. And then let me open it up. This is the guidebook here. This is the very first one I ever got that started this whole obsession. And here's the box. The box is a lot more holographic than the front cover. Similar design on the back, just white compared to the tarot deck. I know that the light I have is kind of interfering with how I show you guys these things. There you go. So it's just supposed to look like scales, I suppose, and I'll pick the one up that fell. So this one is the owl, and they're all obviously animal spirits. So there's like the owl and the fish, and I should really use these more because of the first one, and I just love this one. I'm very connected to animals, so this one fits perfectly for me. And then I'll just show you the bottom card, tarantula. Sorry if any of you have arachnophobia and I just showed you that. So that's the animal spirit deck. So we might as well get into this one here. This one is the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Artwork is by Andrew Gonzalez, and it just says, "Enter the luminous heart of the sacred." And this is what the front cover looks like. And let me just open it here and we'll look at the different cards. I do know what this one looks like. This was recommended to me by a former friend. This one's like super fancy. It comes with like a little paper on top, like a protective paper. I love opening oracle decks because they have all like the packaging on it. So this is just the guidebook, the same as the front cover of the box. And we'll just open this. And the thing that why she recommended this to me was because of the wolves that it has on the back. Funny enough, I don't have any like wolf oracle decks, so this is kind of close enough to it. And the backgrounds of the cards are really pretty. They're very like ethereal. So there's like that one. What else? Like, I mean, they're very pretty. Very angel kind of like. And I think there's even one that has like, yeah, they have a few animal cards in here as well. So these are very pretty. I have never used this one yet, so I know that the descriptions inside the actual guidebook are pretty thorough and they're pretty long. An example, like this one card is about 3 pages long in description and that sort of thing. So they're very thorough, so I should probably get into using them and see how it resonates. So there's that one. This one is the Green Witch Oracle, Discover Real Secrets of Botanical Magic by Sherlyn Darcy. This is the front of the cover here, very pretty, and of course because I love plants, this one I had to have. Here's the front of it. And the back of the cards has all the different element signs there, and this is kind of what one of the cards looks like. So it has the plant on there and then a few different designs on it as well as the description, and it gives you kind of different astrological signs as well that are connected to the different things. So this one like has a carrot on it, but it's for clarity because carrots are good for your eyes, like that kind of thing. And the cool thing about this deck as well is that inside the guidebook it gives you how to cultivate the plant, like the on the card that you pull. So I opened to this one, it's about apple. It gives you the oracle meaning, cultivation, magical correspondences, and then it also gives you a spell for each card to go with everything. So it gives you a lot in this little guidebook, and I really like that one. I use that one also quite a bit for the Instagram card pulls that I do. Moving on to the next one. This is by MJ Cullinan. This is the Urban Crow Oracle deck. Super, super pretty. And then if you open it up, the guidebook looks the same, and the back of the cards is pretty cool. I was reading that this artist uses a lot of kind of like collage type of art, so this one you can kind of see it looks like these different images have been pasted here to be together to make a story. But they definitely feel like, yeah, like you would cut something out, paste it on, and that kind of thing. And I really like the feel of it. It kind of comes to life a little bit more with that. And they're all really, really pretty, very vibrant, and they're all about crows. So she even gives you, before the meaning of the card, she gives you like a little story about the different crows that she encountered while she lived in the city. And so it's very cool. It gives you a little piece of her life as well in there. This one was also one of the first ones that I ever got. This is the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland, and the artwork is by Nyx Rowan. This one is another popular one that I've seen a lot of people use. So guidebook, the same. And then it gives you the different phases of the moon on the back of the card. And then this one, like this one says, Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. Very simple but pretty illustrations. This one is a fixed moon. Shows you all of that. And then let me see, like this one would have like a full moon eclipse. But I think they're very pretty illustrations as well. Like I said, I tend to pick up the very pretty looking decks, and I look by cover first and then description of everything later. This one is the Mystic Rebel Oracle deck. This is by I guess you would call her, so she's a medium, and she uses she's an intuitive, and she has a podcast, a business where she gives professional intuitive readings, and also she has an Instagram and all of that. And so I found her on Spotify when I was going through like this whole thing of trying to find different I guess practices that I kind of resonated with when I was just kind of going through a weird time. And I found her on Spotify and started listening to her podcast, and then she mentioned that she was coming out with an intuitive activation program, and I instantly wanted to join. So that program is all about opening up your intuition and your different abilities and that sort of thing, being able to really get messages from yourself as well as the universe. So her package came with this deck in it, and I use this one a lot, like a whole ton. And like, I don't know if you can really see, but the spine on there has been cracked a little bit just because I use it so much. So this one is really, I really like this one a lot. It's very pretty. It's almost like a pink and purple like marble background, along with a cool like eye triangle. If you hear laughing in the background, my nephews are here visiting, so that's why. I have a 3-year-old nephew, and so she uses a lot of people that she knows as well as herself in her artwork. So this is actually her, and really just very vibrant, very her. Like she's very like almost like a hippie type of vibe. I mean, her Instagram handle is the Merhipsy, and so it's just like very fitting for her. Very beautiful artwork on there. And yeah, so this one I really like to use. So during that program, she recommended me these cards here. These are the medicine cards, the discovery of power through the ways of animals. And this is what it looks like here. And let me just open it up. I wouldn't have probably picked this one myself just because the designs aren't like the style that I usually pick up, but I think that they're very cool. They're very organic looking. So this one just has different animals on it, armadillo, like different things like that. And you can also pick like animals that you resonate with and put your own cards in there as well, which I think is really honestly cool. So those are really cool, and it comes with the guidebook kind of separately instead of in one whole box. So it's just like this really big book here, and it has funny enough, I just opened to a wolf, and it goes on to a whole description of wolves, and like it gives you kind of stories, like it's a whole story about the actual animal, and it just gives you what it means, what the animal has to teach you, what you can look for. I really like it. I really like it a lot, and so that was recommended to me by her name is Zoe, so I'll actually link her stuff in the description just because I really think she's a really cool medium, and she really helps a lot of people. So there's that there. This one I got for my last birthday from a couple of friends. This one is perfect because it's also a botanical oracle. This is the Hedge Witch Botanical Oracle by Ciolo Thompson. Very pretty box, and it's pretty big, so it has a pretty big guidebook here. This one also tells you how to cultivate the plant that you get, and like what kind of medicinal properties it has and how to use it. So I think it's really cool. Like if you really want to get into like botanical everything, like how to make tinctures and that kind of thing, this one is really good because it's like a field guide. Like literally you can take it out and it gives you the description of how like to find the plants and stuff. So that one's very cool. This is the back of the cards here. Kind of a cool design, and then this is what the artwork looks like. Very pretty, very like botanical looking, like what you would see in like a botanical guide. So I think that they're really pretty. Okay, second to last one here. This one I got at a store in Newbury Park, which is where Lizzie used to live, and it was a really cool store that opened up in her mall. So this is the Raven's Wand Oracle deck and book set by Stephen Hutton. I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name, but I know that this I read that this set comes with like a whole series of books, like it's a whole like fairy kind of books and that kind of thing, novels. This is the guidebook here, and then the back of the cards are really pretty, and this is what the cards look like. So each one is like a different fairy, and it gives you kind of a story from the book and what it means. Here's like another one. This one says Daisy and the Dandelion, which is really cute. So they're all the different characters from the actual books, and I have not read the books. Not sure I will read them, but I do like having this deck. So there is that one. And last but not least is my second tarot deck. This one is the Crow's Magic Tarot by Lunda, I'm not sure, Lunda Marks. I got this one from my boss. She got it from her mom, and she just never really used it, and so she asked if I would like to take it. So I took it, I cleansed it, and it's like a very old kind of style, like almost like an old arcade game kind of style. Comes with this tiny little booklet with it, and it is a tarot deck, so it has the same meanings to everything, but just the illustrations are different. So this one says 8 of Cups, shy and timid, and has a little hermit crab on it. So you can see that the designs are kind of like an old arcade game or something like that, like just the ravens on the back are so funny. And then here's how this one looks. So this one is such a cute little deck. Like it has a very cute energy to do it. I'm not sure how else to describe that. So that is all for my collection of oracle decks. The only things on the shelf are a few different books and so I have a huge mess in front of me now of all of the Oracle decks that I have. I think I will use the Animal Spirit deck just in light of me wanting to get back using this one a little bit more. So what I like to do is I picked up this kind of technique, I guess you would call it, from a YouTuber that does different readings and stuff, and she kind of just shuffles through them like this until one flies out. And I tend not to pick ones that like 3 or more kind of pop out, just because I feel like then it's kind of an accident. But usually when just one flies out like that, like it kind of just wedged its way in there, and all the other ones fell around it, but I will pick this one that decided to kind of just like wedge itself in between everything in the opposite direction. So this one is the mouse, and I will show you the card there. Very pretty little mouse. And let me open it up and find it. Okay, so the description for this one says, mouse, detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. So when in balance, the mouse is organized, resourceful, and prepared. When out of balance, they are busy with no purpose, and to bring back into balance a meaningful project. So I really like this deck, that it gives you, like, if you're feeling this way, you might be out of balance. If you're feeling this way, you're in balance. And if you're out of balance, this is how to bring it back to equilibrium. So that one is there. So let me know if that resonated with some of you out there who are watching this. So I think that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and comment down below which one of these decks is your favorite. And also, if the card I just pulled resonated with you, I would really love to know. And let me know if you want me to do more of these kinds of videos, and I can maybe do like a practice run kind of thing, and see if the cards that I pull resonate with you guys. I would really love to kind of get into that. And also let me know if you want me to show off some of my books that I have on different like Wiccan magic type of thing. Thank you guys again for joining me on this very rainy birthday of mine, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.